All right, yes. So we are starting today sitting back on the heels. If you have a rolled up blanket, placing that under the thighs. I had a hair tie that is now completely MIA. And if you have that rolled up blanket, just moving from side to side. And if you don't, then finding maybe some stillness, playing around with where you float your weight. So a lot of times we tend to lean forward in this posture. See if you can lean back, draw the belly up, nice tall spine. And just let your hands relax on your lap. And today this feels like a posture of preparation. It feels almost like our practice is a practice of preparation. And maybe you know what that's for. You're able to reflect on that now. Or maybe it's just one of those things that subtly slips into the background. Bring your awareness to your breath. Notice if you are gripping or holding tension in the knee. Feel the shoulders sink down from the ear as you lengthen your neck like a turtle emerging from its shell. And I invite you to call awareness to the rising sun. If you can feel into your sense wherever the sun is in relation to you at this time. And then connecting yourself to that energy. We'll walk the fingertips forward, bring the forehead down or the crown of the head down to the earth, arms to your sides, palms face up. Breathe into the back of the neck. Breathe into the back body. And then walk back up to seated. Walk your hands behind you. Lift the knees up off the floor, stretching the tops of the feet, the ankles. Open the chest and heart. Maybe a little micro bend in the elbows to lift the chest. And walk it forward. Standing up onto the knees. We use our mat the long way if that's convenient for you, or if you have space, just staying as you are. Reach your arms out to your sides. Right hand comes down to the floor, left leg comes out long. Right fingertips up toward the sky. And then begin to draw some circles. So you'll naturally just pick a direction, let that roll whatever direction you've chosen. And then reverse. Around the outside edge of that left foot. 3, 2, 1. Let the arm rest up overhead, reaching out through the fingertips. Opening the left side ribs. Inhale up. Slide the left hand down the left leg. Right arm reaches up and over. Gate pose. Are you opening? And then bring it back, right hand to the earth, left leg lifts, big toe pointing forward, reaching out through the heel. Left fingertips up toward the sky, lift up out of the right leg. Belly presses forward, big toe forward, begin to lower the foot and lift. Find your breath. You can look straight forward or up toward the sky, whatever feels right for your neck. Notice that the bum is sticking out. Try and press the hips forward. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the outside edge of the foot. Arm comes up over the ear. Nice big long stretch. And we'll bring it into center, sitting back on the heels. Step the right foot forward, standing next to the left knee. Sitting back on the left heel. Lengthen the neck, lengthen the spine. And then shift forward, coming up onto the right toes, but drawing the right heel down toward the floor. Tuck the left toes under, shift your way back, stretching out the left toes. Drawing both heels toward the floor. And then stand up on the left knee, send the right knee back to meet it, coming up, standing on the knees. All right, so we'll send the arms out to the side. Left hand comes to the earth, right leg out long. Fingertips pointing up toward the sky. And then begin to draw those circles with the arm. Woo. Embracing any sounds that may come out of the space, any sensation. And so you can move slowly with control if that feels right, or have I was going to use the word erratic, more erratic movement. And reverse the circle the other direction. Three, 2, and 1. Reach out through the fingertips. Let's open the right side body, ground the outside edge of the right foot. Reach out through the right fingertips. Nice and long. Inhale the right arm up, slide it down the right leg, left arm comes up and over, open the left side body, gate pose. Press the hips forward. And we'll bring it back down, left hand to the earth, right leg lifts, right big toe pointing forward. So feel that rotation in the back. Right fingertips up toward the sky. We begin to lower and lift. So this movement, we don't want to use momentum, like send the leg up really, really fast. Want to try and keep a nice even movement. Press the hips forward, lift the belly. And 3, 2, and 1. Round the outside edge of the foot. Right arm reaches up over the ear. Nice big long extension. Bring it into center. Step the left foot next to the right knee. Sitting back on the right heel, sitting up nice and tall. Stretching the top of the foot. And begin to walk the fingertips forward, coming up onto the left toes. And then drawing the left heel down toward the floor. So it's a subtle, it doesn't look like much is what I'm trying to say. But you should feel that stretch in the back of the right leg, or sorry, the left leg. Feeling it, feeling it. All right, and let's tuck the right toes under. Bring that stretch into the right foot. Drawing heels down toward the floor is the name of the game here. Notice if you are cramping or tensing in the left leg. And then we step the right foot to meet the left. Big toes and heels together. Bring the knees out wide. We're going to transition right into a balancing posture. If that's available to you today, hands to heart center. If not, see if you can find something to keep you in a more of an upright position. Breathing into the feet. And then from here, rising up nice and tall, inhale all the way up. And exhale your hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up, interlace the fingers, press down to the root. Inhale, arms up, and press down. Heels and toes are still together. 2 more. We're going to press all the way down to the earth. Heels and toes together, exploring this stretch with your feet together. Add a little micro bend in the knee or a major bend in the knee if it's needed. And fold over the legs. Let the crown of the head reach down toward the earth. Release any tension in the neck. And from here, we'll take a big step back with the left foot. Drop the left knee to the earth. Spiral the chest and heart forward. Open that space. Keep the back toes tucked under. Feel this opening at the top of the left thigh. Left fingertips to the earth, right fingertips up, skyward. Adding a little twist. Right fingertips come back. And lift the back knee. Reach back to the back heel. Front knee is still over front ankle. And step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Toes and heels together. Forward fold. We're gently squeezing the thighs together. Maybe you lift up each toe and let it come back down to the earth. Feeling that space between the toes. Letting the head rest, relax. And then go ahead and take a big step back with the right foot. Drop the right knee to the mat. Spiral chest and heart forward. So you can use blocks, books, whatever to bring the ground up to you, or stay up on the fingertips here. Just to create space. Keep the back toes tucked under, front knee over front ankle. Second toe is pointing forward. Breathing into the top of the right thigh. And right fingertips to the earth, to the inside of the left foot, left fingertips up toward the sky, taking a twist. And bringing that back down, lifting the back knee, finding a runner's lunge, again, lengthening out through the crown of the head, back through the heel. And step the back foot up to meet the front foot, forward fold, toes and heels together. Inhale the arms all the way up to standing. And exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, interlace the fingers, press down to the root. 2 more. Inhale the arms up, exhale all the way down to the earth. Right foot back, right knee to the mat. Come to the top of the foot, inhale the arms forward, up and back. Lifting up out of the hips. And then place the fingertips back to the earth, tuck the back toes under, runner's lunge. And step the back foot up to meet the front foot, forward fold. Inhale the arms all the way up. And exhale the hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, press down to the root. 2 more. All the way down to the ground of the next breath. Step the left foot back, left knee to the mat. Come to the top of the foot, inhale the arms forward, up and back. Let the shoulders relax down the back as you lift up out of the hips. And fingertips to the earth, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, runner's lunge. And step the back foot up to meet the front foot, forward fold. Toes and heels together. Inhale all the way up to standing. Interlace the fingers, 6 breaths. Pressing down to the root. 3 more. Inhale the arms up. Exhale all the way down to the earth. Right foot back, right knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. And plant the palms, step it back to downward facing dog. Right foot comes forward, left knee back. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Fingertips to the earth, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Forward fold, toes and heels together. Inhale the arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers, 6 breaths. Three more. Coming all the way down to the earth. Step the left foot back, left knee to the mat. Come to the top of the foot. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Sinking into your lunge. Plant the palms, step it back to downward facing dog. And we bring the left foot forward, right knee back. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Fingertips to the earth, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Forward fold. Toes and heels together. Inhale up through the center channel. And then 6 breaths. Three more. Inhale the arms up, exhale all the way to the earth. Right foot back, right knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. And maybe you notice that you're more open, that you can sink in and lift up out a little bit more. Plant the palms, step it back to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left knee back. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Lift up out of those hips. Plant the palms, step the back foot up to meet the front foot. Toes and heels together, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, 6 breaths. Three more. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down to the earth. This time we inhale, halfway lift. Nice flat back. As we exhale, sink the hips back, come to your heels, reach the arms alongside the ears, coming into chair. Belly toward the spine. And then forward fold over the legs. Step the right foot back, right knee to the mat. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Plant your palms, step it back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up high, bend at the knee, bring the foot over toward the right side. Flex the foot, square the shoulders, feel the stretch across the belly. Coming up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest. Step the foot through, we'll rise up, high lunge. We'll exhale to twist, elbow to the outside of the knee, hands to heart center. And then plant the palms, step it back to downward facing dog, except it's a 3-legged dog. Rounding the right heel, bend at the left knee, foot comes over toward the right side. Feel that stretch. Come up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest, step the foot through, drop the back knee. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Plant the palms, back to downward facing dog. Lift that left leg up high, 3-legged dog. Bend at the knee, foot over toward the right side. Flex the foot. Come up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest. Step the foot through, drop the back knee. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Plant the palms, once again, 3-legged dog. Lift that leg up high. Bend at the knee, foot over toward the right side. Flex the foot. Come up onto the right toes, left knee into the chest. Step the foot through, drop the back knee. Inhale the arms forward, up and back. Exhale, plant the palms, step the back foot up to meet the front foot into your forward fold, toes and heels together. Inhale, halfway lift. On our exhale, we sink back into chair, onto the heels, arms alongside the ears, pull the belly up and in, press the hips forward. And then forward fold. Step the left foot back. Drop the back knee, inhale the arms forward, up and back. Plant the palms, step back to downward facing dog, lifting the right leg up high, bend at the knee, foot comes over toward the left side. Flex the foot, square the shoulders. Come up onto the left toes, right knee into the chest, step the foot forward, we rise up, high lunge. Square off those hips, all toes are pointing forward. Exhale, twist, elbow to the outside of the knee, hands to heart center. Find that twist. Reach back to the back heel, out to the crown of the head. Plant the palms, right leg comes back up to three-legged dog, bend at the knee, foot over toward the left side, flex the foot. Come up onto the left toes, right knee into the chest, step the foot through, drop the back knee, inhale the arms forward, up and back. Plant the palms, step it back, three-legged dog to half wild thing, bending at the knee, foot over toward the left side, flex the foot, feel that stretch. Exhale, knee to nose, foot comes through, drop the back knee, inhale, arms forward, up and back. One more time like that, step it back, three-legged dog. Lift the leg, bend at the knee, foot comes over toward the left side. Flex the foot, come up onto the left toes, right knee into the chest, step the foot through, drop the back knee, inhale the arms forward, up and back. And plant the palms, back foot comes up to meet the front foot, forward fold, toes and heels together. Inhale, halfway lift. On your exhale, sink your hips back, coming through chair, belly to the spine. Send your weight back to your heels. And inhale all the way up. Interlace your fingers, 6 breaths. 3 more. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, release your arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. Draw the hands down. Draw the shoulders open and draw the shoulder blades apart. So you'll feel that tension. And then we begin to hinge at the hips, draw the belly toward the spine, folding halfway. Looking down toward the floor. And then fold all the way, allowing the arms to come up overhead, wherever they go. Again, not collapsing the shoulders toward the ears. We're keeping length. Breathe into your chest. Reach back to the hands, come all the way up. Take a nice big step back so that you're using your mat the long way. Big toes pointing toward the front corners of your mat. So nice good turnout. We bend into the knees, arms out to the sides, goddess. Move through the feet to find this position. Press the hips forward. And we'll sink down, outside edges of the feet in line with the outside edges of the mat, wide-legged forward fold, crown of the head reaches down. Breathe into the legs. Turn the heels in towards center, press the hips forward, come back up through goddess. Roll through the feet, holding here. Lift the chest and heart. Begin to draw the elbows toward one another behind the back. So a little chest opener here, rolling the inner thigh outward. And sink all the way down, outside edges of the feet in line with the outside edges of the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Crown of the head reaches down, relax the shoulders, relax the head. And we have one more goddess, turning the heels in towards center, bending at the knees, arms to your sides, palms facing forward. Draw the elbows toward one another, roll the inner thigh outward. No bum sticking out here. Finding your power, sink down,
Outside edges of the feet in line with the outside edges of the mat. Wide-legged forward fold. All right, so we're gonna start to walk toward the right toes. Walk our hands toward the right toes. Pivot on the feet, all toes pointing forward. Draw the right hip back, straighten the right leg. So you're up on the left toes. And you can start to sink the left heel toward the floor if that's available. If not, come up on the toes a little bit more. Create that space. We want a straight front leg. Breathing into the stretch. And then begin to roll back onto the heel, turning the toes back toward the face. Draw the kneecap upward. So we don't want the knee to cave in or lock here. Right toes back toward the floor. Walk yourself back through your wide-legged forward fold. I used to teach hot classes, like 100-degree classes on this mat and not fall and die. And for some reason in my not so hot apartment, I am slipping like crazy. My whole body is bracing for imminent death. It makes stretching interesting. So if you've got that situation going on, I relate. All right, let's walk our hands over toward the left foot, pivot on both feet, all toes pointing forward, draw the left hip back, left leg is straight. Come up onto the right toes in proportion to what you need to support you. And then if you're able, draw the right heel down toward the floor, nice and gentle. Breathing into that left leg. Maybe you step the right foot forward a little bit to help support you. And then roll back onto the left heel. Drawing the kneecap up. Drop the left toes to the floor, step the right foot up to meet the left foot, forward fold, toes and heels together. And we inhale all the way up and exhale the hands to heart center. Ground all four corners of the right foot, turn out of the left hip. Foot comes to the ankle, calf, or thigh. Tree pose. Yes, hands to heart center. For our daily dose of focus. What are you opening up to today? For some of us, it may be opening up to receiving. Or to trust, or to flow, to play, to truth. What are you opening up to? You can start to grow your branches, rotate the wrists if you need to. I think we always need to. If it feels right, I guess. Pressing the hips forward, lifting the belly up out of the root. And draw your hands back to heart center. Release the left foot, shake out the right leg. And we'll transition to the other side. Left toes pointing forward. Turn out of the right hip. Foot to the ankle, calf, or thigh. Hands attract to heart center. Find your point of focus. I love doing this every day because it really demonstrates the truth of how inconsistent something like focus can be. That you can practice and you can come into and break through new spaces, but there are some days where, you know, even the most mastered of people are tipping over. And that coming in towards center lesson
When we're in that centered space, that's when we can truly open ourselves up. So breathing into this, maybe you grow your branches. Let the blood flow down from the fingertips. I guess what I'm trying to say is that there's growth in the posture. So maybe you notice that there's been growth, that the way that you express the posture has grown, but there's still that ability to kind of falter from that center, which is so true of everything in life. No matter what skill we think we've mastered, there's always some adjustment to be made, or there can be. Let's draw the hands back to heart center, toes and heels together, moving through the feet, a little walking on the spot. And inhale the arms up, exhale the forward fold, folding over those legs. Last time here in this forward fold, really enjoy it. Maybe move from side to side or move from toe to heel. Whatever's feeling right to you. And then plant your palms, step it back to plank or to, I was gonna say toes and heels, that doesn't even make sense. Table, there we go. And then let's lower ourselves all the way to the ground, taking our shoulders stretch, right arm out to the side, left leg first, bend at the knee, foot over toward the right side. And let's draw circles. So just like we did at the beginning of our practice, drawing circles with the left arm. Moving into that shoulder. And reversing the circle. And find stillness where you need to here. And bring it back through center, shifting over to the other side, left arm alongside, maybe out from the shoulder, maybe up a little bit, maybe down a little bit, right foot to the left side. Opening your chest and heart skyward. So we're leaning back to open the chest. And top arm begins to draw circles. And reverse the circle. And you may notice that it's because you've already stretched the right side, but there's less resistance to this movement. And then find a place of stillness. Left arm alongside the ear, turn over onto your left side into the fetal position, and then bring yourself onto your back. Moving the knees from side to side, prepping the lower back. And let the knees rest over toward the left side. If this is uncomfortable for the knees, so if you have kind of a loosey-goosey knee, which is what I have, you can bring the right knee up toward the left armpit. So just come into a more traditional twist. Or send that right leg out long and bring your left hand to your right big toe. Round the right shoulder. Out over the right fingertips. Deep breath. Begin to unwind when you're ready. You can always take this last part of the practice at your own
speed, moving the knees from side to side. Back into that tick-tock kind of windshield wiper movement. And let the knees rest over toward the right side. Again, you can leave it like this, or you can draw the left knee up toward the right armpits, or you can extend that. I'm always going to kick a plant. You can extend the left leg out long, and the right hand comes to the left big toe, or to the outside of the left foot. And this is a stretch you will feel more in the IT bands, like on the outside edge of the thigh. Round the left shoulder, look over the left. When you're ready, bringing it back to center, maybe moving the knees again from side to side. Option to take a happy baby, turning the soles of the feet up toward the sky, hands to the outside edges of the feet. Draw those knees wide and down toward the earth, tuck the chin in toward the chest, nice long neck. Tailbone down toward the earth, where you can start to transition into Shavasana. Lay around in your happy baby until you're ready to come down into rest. Right leg out long, followed by the left, arms at your sides, arms face up. And this is probably the best part of the practice completely, when you release everything into the earth. You fully trust that you are supported. Allow your breath to be natural without trying to change or alter it. You are just settling in. What are you opening up to today? And locate the sun once again in relation to where you are right now. Connect yourself to that energy.
Relax the feet and the hands. There is nowhere else you need to be right now. There is nothing else you need to be doing, but relaxing the back of the shoulders and the hips and the thighs and the arms into your mat, into the earth, fully surrendering and allowing this practice to integrate. And if we do not take this time to integrate our practice, we don't get the full benefit. It's like leaving a task incomplete. Tipping the scales and creating unbalance. So we want to come into that space of balance, allowing the mind to communicate with the body, to integrate the wisdom of the body. Relax into the earth. Perhaps you feel the sun rising, always being aware of its location in relation to you. And at the same time, the sun that is within you, the one that has been lit with your practice, the warmth is glowing out, being sent out to the toes and to the fingertips and to the crown of the head. Feel the solar light of the inner and outer sun rising, warm and strong and safe. What are you opening yourself up to today? We'll start to bring awareness back into the body, just in subtle ways in the fingers and toes, the wrists and ankles. And with the right hand to the heart space and the left hand to the belly, finding a moment of gratitude, maybe standing the feet on the floor, feeling earthed here. What is it that you're grateful for today? Allow that gratitude to fill your heart space and spill out through your body. And then send the right arm alongside the ear. Turn over onto the right side. Your moment of transition, your moment of receiving the love of this practice. We have an extra step in our progress and our growth today. We'll be turning over and coming into a child's pose. So either extended child's pose or the little bean with your knees together and your arms at your sides, palms face up. Either way, you're sinking your hips back toward your heels, breathing into the back body and grounding either the crown or the third eye. So your choice of child's pose will determine which space you're grounding today. If you are a bean, you're grounding your crown. You're extended, you ground the third eye, maybe moving the forehead from side to side, massaging that space. Grounding your third eye, and this is a gesture of trust and of balance. So we ground our third eye to help to balance our intellect with our intuition, to lean into the trust that we can make choices and decisions that align with our highest and greatest good. We know more than anyone what is best for us. We have the most experience being us. And so as we balance this third eye, we move away from allowing others to tell us what it is that we need, tell us who we are, or how we should be in the world. We open up that beautiful intuitive sense, releasing anxieties. We ask that we be able to see clearly the difference between anxiety and intuition, between well-meaning advice and truth. You have a few more moments here in child's pose. Breathing into this connection. And if you are drawing this energy in through the crown of the head, just allowing it to cleanse and clear the space of the third eye. What are you opening up to today? Start to walk your hands back toward your knees, making your way up to a comfortable seat. Bringing your hands together, generating some heat. And today we are going to place our hands just underneath the jaw
or on the throat. So when you've created that heat, placing your hands, feeling that warmth resonate through the skin and through the muscles and the tissue. When you're ready, release your hands to your sides, palms facing forward. As we connect in with flow. And you now receive through your palms a feeling of connection from the root that connects us all, in the song that sings the universe of kindness, compassion, community, empathy, support. All of the ways in which we are not alone, we feel and receive this energy. As it passes from right to left around the circle, we are open to this flow that moves through the heart space from right to left around the circle. And sometimes our anxious thoughts will want to disrupt the flow. See if you can lift them and let this flow freely. We do not need to store any of this energy. As we give, we receive, and as we receive, we give. Draw your hands to your heart, bow your head to your chest. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, always.